Junior Jewels. I'm Carly.
And I'm Jess, and we are the hosts of Typical Tuesday Night,
a Taylor Swift podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Typical Tuesday Night podcast. I'm Jess.
And I'm Carly. And it's Valentine's week.
It is.
Do you have any fun plans?
No. I will try to come up with something fun for my kids.
That's fun.
And I might try making, I saw on Instagram these like really cute heart-shaped Pop-Tarts.
Really?
That I want to try to make.
I love this. Let's be Taylor Swift.
Even to the point where I was like, am I good? Maybe I could try to like make a bunch and like have people buy them for Valentine's, like for breakfast.
You're like, come on. How can I make this a business?
Literally, I'm like, I don't know.
Fun.
I always like think stuff like that. Yeah. I never actually.
Follow through with it. Yeah.
I never follow through with my ideas.
Whatever.
Just
yes,
kidding.
You do.
We have a podcast because of follow through.
Exactly.
Do you have fun plans?
We have the same tradition every year. Yeah, we do.
Tell them.
Okay,
I'll
tell you.
It's my favorite.
Want to do it? It's really fun. So the first year that me and my husband met and were dating, he had to work really late that night, but he wanted to do something fun for Valentine's Day, and so he said, "Well, we're not going to go get like some nice fancy restaurant now, but what if we went and got all of our favorite like foods from fast food restaurants and like did a piecemeal?" And so now we do that every single year, and it's fun too because now our kids like to get in on it, so they each get to pick somewhere we go. So we'll do like nuggets from Chick-fil-A and fries from Red Robin and like our favorite drinks, and we like DoorDash Cheesecake Factory and stuff like that. So we just like pick a bunch of stuff and have a big giant meal, and then we normally watch Valentine's Day, which relates because Taylor Swift's in that. So
perfect. Yeah. I should watch that this year because it's been a long time since I've watched. I really love New Year's Eve. New Year's Day. I think it's Day. Yeah, and I haven't watched that one for years. I used to watch it every New Year's Eve, but yeah, I haven't watched Valentine's Day in a while.
It's a good one.
And if you guys plug for another episode we've done, if you haven't listened to our episode on like all the movies and like TV cameos and stuff Taylor's done, that was a really fun episode.
That was fun. Yeah. I was not a part of that. That was during my maternity leave. Wasn't that Krista? Yeah. Shout out to Krista.
Shout out Krista. She's like our pop culture diva queen. Is. She keeps us in the loop on all of it.
Stepped in for me. Yeah.
I'm like, did you listen to it?
I did listen to it. I remember listening to all of them when I think you only had 2 like guest hosts, and I think we had like prepped all the other ones enough, but it was so fun. I think I texted you like, this is fun to like listen to the podcast. Not
from like an outside
perspective. Yeah. So it was fun.
And if you guys haven't seen our 2 episodes ago and don't know, Carly is pregnant. She was expecting. Woo! So excited. So, we might have another couple episodes this year with some guests, and it'll be fun. Yeah. Okay, we have actually gotten quite a few new reviews.
Thank you.
And we like to share a review or a message or a text from you guys every episode. And so today I'm sharing this one from Jess K.
Oh, that's fun. Jess and K.
And they titled it Me Speaking Now, which I
love.
But she said, there are so many amazing things to say about this podcast, so I'll start by saying this is possibly the best Taylor Swift podcast you could choose if you're a diehard Swiftie and want deep dives and album overviews and just some flat out fun to make your day. A podcast that can make you feel happy when you're feeling sad is really cool. Aww. Also, coming from a Patreon subscriber, it is really just crazy to hear the clowning that blows people away. I love the podcast, and long story short, it's amazing. Love Poppy, a Junior Jewel.
Cute.
So fun.
Thank you.
Oh, I think that's funny. I think so. They signed it Poppy, and the name is Jess K. And I wonder if that's like it's supposed to be like Jess.
Oh,
and Carly.
Well, that's so funny because that's what I said at first. I was like, oh, Jess and K.
Yeah,
that's funny. That's awesome.
So yeah, always thank you for leaving reviews. We love them so much.
One thing we wanted to bring up too, we haven't talked about in a while. We have Taylor Swift merch.
Yeah.
And it's really so cute.
I was wearing my sweatsuit before I got dressed for recording.
It is so good.
I wear it all day.
It's the best.
It's so comfy.
It's so cute. If you haven't seen it, we created a black sweatsuit, and the pants it says keep it 100. It's so cute.
It's so cute.
And then the top says showgirl established 1989 and it has the little like flaming heart emoji. It's so cute. Really good. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's so cute. So if you need a cute Taylor Swift t-shirt, sweatshirt, sweat set, just go to typicaltuesdaynight.com. We ship free everywhere in the United States.
Yes.
So check it out.
Yeah.
We're stoked today because we are getting deep into our Lover series.
I know.
And we love our series. Oh, it's so fun. Not only like I love the structure of it from like a planning standpoint like for content, me and you. Yeah. Because we've like gotten in a really good groove with our series and we like know exactly what we're doing. But also like just the appreciation I get for the music and specifically today, like we're going to talk about everything you need to know about the songs. We're going to do it in 2 parts. And we do deep dives on the songs. That's not what this episode's about. This is like kind of like fun facts or little tidbits about like each song. And I feel like between this and the song deep dives, I just get so much appreciation for the song. I learn more about like what it could be about. I like learn sometimes like how she wrote it or why. I don't know. It's just so fun.
Well, and I think it's fun to like deep dive into the albums years later.
Yes.
Because there's something about being in the moment with the album. But then, I mean, Lover is about Joe. They're not together anymore.
I know.
And you see things through a different lens.
Absolutely.
And it's just so fun.
It is.
I'm like, should I be having this much fun? But I am.
Yes.
So yeah, I wanted to mention, just like Jess said, we kind of have 2 different song, I guess, episodes. So this one, like she said, is all about like the fun facts and like quotes and things, how well the songs did. And then coming down in a few weeks, we do like our deep dives. And that's where we like go over lyrics and who the songs are about. And so in case you're like, oh, I wanted to like talk about who the songs were about and stuff, that's coming.
Coming soon.
Yes, coming soon.
So fun.
Okay, do you want to start?
Yeah, let's get into it. So we're just going to go straight down the track list.
Yeah.
So track number 1, I Forgot That You Existed.
One of the best.
Which is an incredible album opener.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of like just even her discography going from rap into the Lover era.
Absolutely.
Literally chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Track 1.
Yeah.
So good.
Totally.
The song was produced by Frank Dukes, Louis Bell, and Taylor Swift. It peaked at number 28 on the Billboard Hot 100.
It's crazy to me. Like, that's still really high, and that's awesome. But it's weird to me to be like, oh, nowadays I would never.
Yeah.
It absolutely would have been
Showgirl
in the
was
top 10.
1 through 13.
Top 15, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or 12, 1 through 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy.
So it's like weird to be like, oh, 28 for one of the best songs?
Yeah, 28, and like you get into more Lover songs in there. I mean, they're like they're on the bill. They're all. I think they're all on the Billboard Hot 100, which is already pretty cool too. But like, yeah, it's just surprising to see like peaked at 77.
Yeah. Like, really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What were we doing back then?
Literally.
Not enough.
And then, so the song is kind of like a bright, light, and bubbly song. And I love it because it sees her reminiscing about her past feuds and controversies, realizing that none of it matters anymore. And the song sounds like her final rejoiner to the darkness of Reputation era, and that she's now moved on.
Yeah.
Another thing that we love about these episodes is we always end up with a bunch of direct quotes from Taylor about the songs.
Yeah.
And specifically Lover has she did a ton of PR for Lover.
Yes, she
did so many interviews, so many, kind of like she did for Showgirl. Yeah. Even more so though. She did way more. She did secret sessions.
Yeah.
She just did so much for Lover. And so we have got some really good content for it. So Taylor said, she said, it was sometime on the Reputation Stadium tour, which was the most transformative, emotional experience of my career. That tour put me in the healthiest, most balanced place I've ever been. After that tour, bad stuff can happen to me, but it doesn't level me anymore. The stuff that happened a couple months ago with Scott Borchetta would have leveled me 3 years ago and silenced me. I would have been too afraid to speak up. Something about that tour made me disengage from some part of public perception I used to hang my entire identity on, which I now know is incredibly unhealthy.
Wow.
I also think it's so interesting that like she talks about the rep tour helping her disengage and gain the freedom from all that stuff, and the like the stuff with Scott Borchetta like would have been worse for her, especially because she was still under him during the rep tour.
That's true, yeah.
Which she was still under him, still working with him, but she knew her plan. She knew it was coming, that she was going to cut ties and stuff. But that whole part of that is just so interesting.
Well, and I love that you can see how much growth, like that last part, something about that tour made me disengage from some part of public perception I used to hang my identity on.
Yeah.
And like, I know, like, we'll talk about Joe, and it's just like, like, it felt like he kind of took her away. But like, at the same time, we've talked about it. That was 100%
served a
needed
purpose
to happen.
for sure.
Like, I think they needed that relationship for that moment and to learn stuff like that. I think he was really good to help her learn, like, you don't need to be in the public eye all the time. What they say doesn't matter. Because you think about like 1989, she was everywhere in the public eye. And you can tell she cared about what they had to say. So
that's so true.
We love
Especially,
good growth.
it's like she was on one end of the spectrum. Joe took her to the far other end of the spectrum, and then she kind of found her middle ground,
which is good.
Yeah. So Reputation was kind of like a coping mechanism. It was going through all the stages of grief over the loss of one's reputation, kind of like throwing a funeral. And then she said, I wanted to complete the cycle of grieving, almost the cycle when you go through some drama of some frustrating stuff in your life where a relationship ends and you're going through this turmoil in your life. All these phases you go through, and then when you're really done with it, you hit indifference. The actual definition of getting over something is a shrug. I wrote the song and wanted it to just be as simple as the emotion of indifference is.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
So fun. And then a fun fact about this song, the lyrics reference one of Drake's songs called In My Feelings, and Taylor quoted this song in her essay about pop music for Elle magazine back in February 2019.
Oh, that's cool. Easter egg.
Yep.
I'm sure.
And then I Forgot That You Existed was part of the like deluxe version with like voice memos and stuff. And the most notable difference between the like original, like when she was writing it version, like from the voice memo, and the final version was that the second line in the chorus used to be, I thought that I would miss you, but I didn't. This was later replaced by, I thought that it would kill me, but it didn't. I thought that I would miss you, but I didn't.
Better.
You thought, I thought.
No, I like the
kill
what she, kill me.
Me too.
Because I'm like, do you really think that you would miss everything they were doing to you?
Yeah.
No, but like, you 100% thought it was going to kill you.
Yes.
Oh,
it's
that's
like
fun.
so
I didn't realize
relatable.
that. Yeah.
Yes. And then a quote from her was, she said, I was writing with two writers I had never worked with before, so I wanted to come in with an idea that was pretty much all there, melody and lyrics. So I had this idea called I Forgot That You Existed, and I wanted it to be really simple. I thought it might be a really fun way to open the album, like basically kind of shrugging off a lot of things that you've been through and have been causing a lot of struggle and pain, and just one day you wake up and you realize you are indifferent to whatever caused you that pain. So
yep.
So good.
Like I said, it really was it's the perfect way to open a new era.
Yes. And then the times it has been performed live. So reminder about Lover is it technically didn't get its own tour. It did. I think we'll talk about this probably during the like Lover era album, but like just really quickly, it was supposed to have Lover Fest. Did not happen because of the pandemic. And then, but she did do the City of Lover performance in Paris. So a lot of these songs actually had never been performed live until the Eras tour. So I Forgot That You Existed was a surprise song on guitar in Mexico City. And then it was a surprise song in Cardiff where she did the mashup of I Forgot That You Existed and I Can't. Or This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things.
I remember that one.
Such a killer
combo.
Like literally, yes. Kiss. Oh, so perfect.
Oh my gosh. Now I need to like go re-listen to that one.
Yeah. It's so good.
Like, those two songs, are perfect to be paired up.
Yes. So fun.
Okay. The next song is track 2, Cruel Summer. there is a lot
Oh
to
yeah.
talk about with this song.
There's quite a few songs on this album that are major,
Yes.
massive. And Cruel Summer, I don't know. Cruel Summer's up there in like one of her top 10 most
absolutely.
massive songs of all
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. So
give it all to us, Carly.
Here we go. So this was kind of fun fact. It hit a major milestone in October 2023 where it soared to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 4 years after its initial release. And it actually marked her 10th chart-topping single. So crazy that 4 years later. But I mean, that's the power of the Eras Tour.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like everybody was like, wow, yep, this is the song.
Yes.
She wrote it with Jack Antonoff and St. Vincent, who's Annie Clark, during a session at New York City's Electric Lady Studio in 2018. And then St. Vincent actually has been asked a lot about writing this song with Taylor. And they said, gosh, it was really casual, just some people in a room jamming. Which I'm like, that's kind of how the song feels.
Yeah,
it's like,
it does.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe, and I'm jamming. So during the secret session that Taylor did, she said, Jack and Annie did the track and a lot of the instrumentation, and I did the top line in whatever language that is. A top line is all the notes and the lyrics you hear. So whatever you would sing, that is what I wrote on this. And it was so fun to write this one. I really love this one. Jack and I like to do ranting bridges, like in Out of the Woods, where the bridge is the biggest moment of the song. We revisited that concept. And I saw that quote and I was like, oh my gosh, we just talked about bridges. Both of those are on our top list.
Perfect.
So I just thought that was fun. And her and Jack really do. They nail those bridges.
Mm-hmm.
So then during a Lover Enhanced Spotify campaign, Taylor was talking about her favorite lyric. Do you know what her favorite lyric might be? Do you have a favorite lyric?
From Cruel Summer?
Yeah. I know. I put you on the spot. I shouldn't have done that.
I mean, just literally off the
or
top
like
of my
iconic.
Head, probably I love you. Yeah. Ain't that the worst?
Yeah. So that's what she said hers was. I love you. Ain't that the worst thing you ever heard?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's such an iconic line in that song. And it is. It's so good.
And like the lyrics, love. The way she like screams them. Even better.
Yes. Oh, it's so good. So good. So this is what she said about the song. She said, this song is one that I wrote about the feeling of a summer romance and how oftentimes a summer romance can be layered with all these feelings of pining away and sometimes even secrecy. It deals with the idea of being in a relationship where there's some element of desperation and pain in it, where you're yearning for something that you don't quite have yet. It's just right there and you just can't reach it.
I have goosebumps. That's so good.
She says, so this has some of my favorite lyrics in it and it was so fun to write this.
It is so iconic. And honestly, like we've done like partial deep dives kind of on these songs because we did our Joe relationship deep dive. But like I feel like I've never felt like I've had like a really strong, clear understanding of like some of these songs, and Cruel Summer is one of them. I'm like, I jam to it, I love it. I don't think too much about like what it's about, but like it totally is. It's like such like a situationship song that like you accidentally catch feelings for almost, and you're just like, I'm screwed.
Yeah. I'm like so excited because on my way over here to the studio, I was listening to this whole album and there was a couple songs I was like, wow, I cannot wait to like deep dive into this because she really had it bad for Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I had realized, like I knew that, but like listening to some of the lyrics and really, I was like, oh, I'm excited to talk about this.
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought this was also cool. So we talked about this, I guess this would have been last week, right? We talked about the album and she did deluxe editions of Lover and she had like journals. And she said in the journal that Taylor referred to this time period of the Cruel Summer as the apocalypse. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. I wonder how you really feel about that summer, but kind of fun. So, I also want to talk about this. So we talked about how 4 years later it went up to number 1. And Taylor actually said this during the Eras tour in her Pittsburgh show on June 17th. She said, Cruel Summer was on the Lover album that came out 4 years ago. And I just need to let you know something. Cruel Summer was my pride and joy on that album, which I'm like, why was that not the single? I don't understand.
I don't either.
Because I think we talked about it last week too. Me was released in April.
Yeah.
Even if this had been like her second single released in like June, it is the perfect summer song.
I know.
And I know people had said like she couldn't release it the following summer because that was 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't release a song in 2020 called Cruel Summer. But but it's just, I don't know, it's just interesting that like she loved it so much because she goes on, she says that was my favorite song. And you have conversations before the album comes out and everybody weighs in on what should be the singles. And I was finally about to have my favorite song become a single off of Lover, which is also interesting to me. So how much did
Well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, how much was her label pushing her for certain songs?
Yeah.
Because she's over here saying, I finally have my favorite song become a single off Lover. Or does you think that means, oh, I think this is okay, I should keep reading. Anyway.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I was like, wait, that's right. Because I think now she's saying, I've released all these other singles. Cruel Summer is going to be the next single. Because she says, and I'm not trying to blame the global pandemic, but but that is something that happened that stopped Cruel Summer from ever being a single. So it sounds like she was going to put out the album and probably 2020 summer it was going to be I'm still shocked she didn't put it out in 2019.
I know.
It feels like a missed opportunity.
So wild to think about getting a single April before like an August release.
Yeah. That was a time. Like,
what? Because I forgot until, and I don't know. It's like, it's so hard to not jump ahead and talk about all the things because we're going to do music video deep dives, but like, it's so crazy to think of like the Me music video.
Yeah.
And how like, and even the, or you need to calm down. I'm like doing the acronym. The like Easter eggs in those videos for track names because we didn't have them yet. That's crazy. That would be so fun to have again. To look for track name Easter eggs
that would
in
be
music
fun.
videos of
because now
singles.
It's the opposite.
Yeah.
She gives us the track names, which is fun to like speculate about.
Yeah.
But there is something about getting a single before an album.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, she says, so what's happening right now, thanks to you, and no one understands how this is happening. You guys have streamed Cruel Summer so much right now in 2023 that it's like rising on the streaming charts so crazy. And my label just decided to make it the next single. This is truly, truly perplexing to me because I just haven't had something like this happen in my career. So thank you to anyone who's been listening to that song like 500 times a day. That was my favorite one.
I love it. I remember last year, like I heard it so much at the pool.
Oh, like, it was everywhere. Yes, everywhere.
So fun.
So during that record-setting year, another fun fact about it is that was the longest climb to number 1 by a female soloist with a non-holiday song. So apparently like holiday songs, which I guess makes sense. Like if you release one, it takes like a longer time to get to number 1. But yeah, nobody has ever had a song reach number 1 4 years after its debut. Which like who? Yeah.
What? That's how crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you think about how many albums she's released since Lover.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is also really fun because she has a quote talking about how she chose Cruel Summer to start the Eras tour. So she said, one thing I knew from the start, we had to open with Cruel Summer to blast us into the energy of the show. Which, like, what other song?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a couple other ones that she has, but no, it's Cruel Summer.
Yeah.
That song. And I think part of it is, like you said, the way she like screams it.
Yeah. How iconic the bridge already was leading into the tour.
Yeah.
And that I feel like, because I feel like Cruel Summer was already super iconic, super popular going into tour. And then to have the tour to like literally skyrocket it and boost the energy.
Yeah.
The like funness of the song.
Yeah. It really like you start with that song and I was pumped.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go. I'm ready. 3.5 hours.
Her strutting around the stage and doing her little superwoman pose with the fog that shoots up. Like I miss those.
I miss it. I know. It's so like I can see it. I can see it. Oh, I love it. I love it. And then she said something about the combination of that song and that Versailles glittery bodysuit I got to wear could pull me out of any funk, fix any headache, and heal sore muscles. It's like, I mean, yeah, I agree. I thought this was really fun. Rolling Stone actually ranked this as the third best song of Taylor's career at the time.
Wow.
So in 2019. Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of fun. And then in 2021, Billboard placed it at the number 11 for ranking the best bridges of the 21st century.
Wow.
I know.
That's a way better like ranking than the one we just gave it.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine though, like having to rank the best bridges from everybody of the 21st century? I couldn't even do just Taylor's. Like, sorry, what? But way cool that it like got on there.
That's awesome.
Let's see. And then on November 13th, 2023, Taylor made history as the only female artist to replace herself twice at number 1. So Is It Over Now was number 1. And then Cruel Summer replaced it at number 1. And she had done that one other time. And that was Blank Space and Shake It Off in 2014.
Wow.
So kind of cool.
But
yeah, she's the only one in history that has ever replaced herself twice at number 1.
Wow.
I know.
And like crazy, like Cruel Summer and Is It Over Now? Like 2 different albums.
Yes. Yeah.
A vault track and an old song.
I know. Like just like everything about the whole situation is like only Taylor. Truly only Taylor.
Literally only Taylor.
Oh, it's amazing. And then this is fun. On May 20th, 2024, it became Taylor's longest charting song on the Hot 100, which surpassed Antihero, which had been on for 54 weeks.
54 weeks?
Yeah.
That's over a year. Yeah. That's so crazy.
And then I want to talk about this a little bit. And we actually have a whole episode that talks about this more. But Olivia Rodrigo's 2021 hit single Deja Vu,
which I'm obsessed with that song.
It's so good.
Sorry, I'm so recently
glad you're just like so getting into Olivia Rodrigo.
Harley has been a long time Olivia Rodrigo fan, and I just barely got into her in the last year. I feel like I'm so behind the times, but I'm here now.
I'm ready for our Olivia Rodrigo podcast so I can catch you up on
it. Yeah. And
I'm just kidding.
It'll be so fun to hopefully get a new album from her this year and we can enjoy it so much together.
So fun. Oh my gosh, I'm just so happy that you're into it now.
No, you even asked me to go to her concert the last time you went and I didn't go.
Ooh,
I'm such a loser.
It's fine. Sometimes it just takes people some time.
I know.
Certain things have to happen in your life to connect with certain songs.
Really what it was is I just know that you take pride in like loving things that other people don't. So I just like gave you a few years where you could have her to yourself.
I appreciate that.
And now I'm joining in on the fun with you.
I appreciate that. Wish everybody else had done that. It's not like she was like a huge pop star, number 1, breaking all these records. Just like, nope, sorry. Harley wants to like this person all.
Sorry, she's too mainstream for me.
Yeah, you're just gonna pull a Carly. Oh, that's amazing. Anyway, Olivia Rodrigo, if you haven't listened, she's great. But Deja Vu interpolates Cruel Summer. So in an interview, Olivia actually expressed how much she loved Cruel Summer. So she said, I love Cruel Summer. It's one of my favorite songs ever. I love the yelly vocal in it, the harmonized yells she does. I feel like they're super electric and moving. So I wanted to do something like that. And that comment was pretty much what kind of got her to then give credit to Taylor, Jack, and St. Vincent on co-writers for her track. So if you don't know what happened and you want to know more about like the Olivia Taylor giving each other credit, drama, all of that, we have a whole episode on that. I think that was back in 2024.
That was
I think like summer
during your last maternity leave as well. That was when we had prepped ahead of time before you had
us. We just had some great episodes. Summer 2024.
It was. What a time.
What a time.
Kate. Lover. The title track.
Love it.
Lover. So iconic. Has a music video, which we will not discuss right now. Maybe we'll do
More
a
on that
deep dive.
later.
We're still super undecided. We're gonna do
I
at
know.
least 2 music video deep dives for this album because they're such good ones. So if you have a preference that
Yes.
you really want us to do, let us know.
Please.
So the song had 2 different remixes. It had the first dance remix, and then it had the remix with Shawn Mendes, which is so hilarious. I think this clip on our Instagram is our highest viewed reel we've ever posted.
Yeah.
It has like an absurd amount of views on it. But it's so funny. If you have not seen, search like YouTube, like Shawn Mendes.
No, we'll repost it. Let's repost it.
Oh yeah, we'll post it
Why not
again.
get more views?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Just kidding. So it's really funny. You have to just watch it, but it's really funny because Shawn Mendes is kind of admitting to like being unsure of like if he trusts Joe Alwyn or not and like what he thinks about him.
On like a lie detector test. It's just
on like
so good.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
And so the fact that Shawn Mendes was part of the remix for this like super lovey song that Taylor's basically like, I want to marry Joe Alwyn. It's like so.
I hadn't thought of that. That's so funny.
So funny. So yeah, Lovers track 3. And yeah, it's pretty much about, it gives like a wedding like perspective on their relationship, revealing how deeply Taylor felt about Joe at the time. I love that it says at the time.
Yeah. Not anymore.
And I was trying to decide if I was going to bring this up now or when we deep dive, but it's just so funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's crazy. We talk so much about how we had these kind of like blinders on, tunnel vision when she was dating Joe. We're like, yeah, they're happy.
Yeah.
When you really like pay attention to like even some of the Lover
lyrics.
songs, it's like, I don't know if they were okay. And then you like you're like Folklore, you're like, this is about someone else. You're like Evermore, I'm like, it's not about Betty and August and James, but it's not about Taylor and Joe. We just like refuse to see it. Yeah. And it's so funny because we got to a point where we're like, Taylor doesn't want to get married.
I know.
I'm like, even just this song.
Yeah.
This song is so like wedding-ish. It's from a wedding perspective. Like she even on this song has freaking paper rings.
I know.
I would marry you with paper rings. Like this girl wants to get freaking married.
Yeah.
How are we like, she doesn't want to get married? She's a modern day woman.
I think I will say Lavender Haze.
Yeah.
That song really made me be like, do you not want to get married anymore? Or
which now, because I felt the same. And now in hindsight, like with all that we have, looking at these songs, obviously she's going to get married to Travis, like, and we can tell that she wants that. She sang about it in a couple of albums wanting to get married. Now I view Lavender Haze as her saying, not that she didn't want to get married, or that she doesn't like agree with the idea of marriage. It's more like she's this very successful person.
Yeah.
And like the only thing people care about is if she's dating for someone for more than 1 month that they're like, so you're going to get married? Like that's all that they want to ask her. I think that's kind of like.
No, I think it is. Especially because I feel like a lot of it did have, that song has a lot of how other people view you and see you.
Yeah. When Taylor was describing the album Lover, she said it was a love letter to love, which we kind of talked about last week. She said she attempted to convey an emotional spectrum and vulnerability by looking at emotions including sadness and loneliness through a romantic gaze. The album took under 3 months to record, and there's 18 songs on the track list, and Lover, Cornelia Street, and Daylight were the only 3 solely written by Taylor.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then those songs were produced by Taylor and Jack. Okay. So Taylor wrote Lover. I love this story, and I'm sure everyone pretty much loves it, but Taylor wrote the song Lover late one night at her home in Nashville on the piano and sent a voice memo of the song to Jack. Antonoff, she flew to New York City the next day to work on the song with Jack and recording engineer Laura Sissik at Electric Lady Studios. Taylor played the song on the piano for them, and Jack produced the final version of the song during a 6-hour recording session. Taylor told Rolling Stone, "This song is really special to me because I wrote it alone when I couldn't sleep one night in my Nashville apartment. I just wandered over to the piano. I had this melody that was keeping me awake. I couldn't really get past it, and it ended up being the chorus melody for Lover. I wanted to paint a picture of two people who are learning to live together for the first time, realizing you can make your own traditions. You can stay up as late as you want. You can keep the Christmas lights up as late as you want. You can let your friends stay over if the night goes too long, because this is your life and your family that you're choosing. That's kind of a really beautiful thing that happens when two people decide to spend their time together. And so it's sort of a celebration of taking that very adult step of living with someone and deciding that this path forward for you, walking alongside somebody else."
Oh.
So cute. And then she also said, "I really wanted the bridge to sound like when people write their own vows."
Which
And
it does.
it does, yeah. And again, plugging the NPR Tiny Desk concert.
Oh,
Like she kind of talks about it, that idea there too. But,
okay.
she said, "I think my favorite line is, 'Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand with every guitar string scar on my hand? I take this magnetic force of a man to be my lover.' Obviously, I had a lot of guitar string scars on my hand from tuning and changing strings on my hands over the years, but there's also a symbolic part of it, which is like I've written a lot of breakup songs and about letdowns and bad times, so you kind of hope that if someone's going to choose you, they're going to choose you along with all the things that have hurt you in the past and all the damage. And if you're going to choose someone, you're going to do the same for them." Have you never heard that before?
No.
Okay, I am actually pretty sure that is the quote from the NPR Tiny Desk concert. As I was reading it, I was like, I think this is the quote from there. So, yeah, isn't that cool?
I'm obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
I've never thought about it in terms of like a symbolic aspect of I've written a lot of breakup songs
Guitar
and I've
string
had
scars on my hand.
Yeah, from that. And like,
Isn't
we
that
have to
so cool and so cute.
I'm obsessed. I will not listen to that song, that part the same.
Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, I love that was new. I love when we like tell each other new things. It's so fun. So yeah, Lover has been played live a ton. Some of the more like notable performances were the 2019 VMAs, which was a medley with You Need to Calm Down. She did it at City of Lover in Paris concert. She did it in the 2019 SNL appearance, 2019 NPR Tiny Desk concert, 2019 AMAs when she won Artist of the Decade. That's when they had the like ballet performance. And then it was obviously part of the Eras Tour set list. It was highly acclaimed, and it debuted at number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100.
But even that seems like
I
not
know.
high enough.
It did peak at number 10, which is also crazy. I know. And it was Taylor's 25th top 10 hit on the chart, tying her with Elvis Presley as the artist with the 10th most 10 hits in the chart's history, which is crazy because I feel like between Tortured Poets Department and Showgirl, Life of a Showgirl, I'm like, wouldn't that have almost put her at over 25 top 10 hits?
Yeah, probably.
And like she beat the record here from Elvis. Like,
that's what I'm saying. She's only in competition with herself.
It's wild how her numbers have skyrocketed. I do think Lover is the perfect album to see like the stark difference between then and now.
Yeah.
Because that really wasn't
even
that
this
long
album
ago.
was huge. And like you said, she was breaking records with this album.
Yeah.
And 6 years later, even if you do Tortured Poets, 5 years later.
Yeah. So crazy. And then it spent 22 weeks on the Hot 100, and it was nominated for Song of the Year at the Grammys in 2020. So
did not win.
No.
Bummer.
And she did not attend, like we talked about.
Oh yeah, we talked about that on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Patreon episode. Okay, track number 4 is The Man, and this was released as the album's 4th single on January 27th, 2020. It's crazy to think that if she was considering releasing Cruel Summer, that would have been her 5th single.
Yeah.
And now we're like, hello, where's our next single music video?
I know.
Thanks.
Which is
Crazy.
funny because we are recording this a little in advance.
I was like thinking that, like, maybe
So,
one will have come out.
Fingers
Maybe one.
crossed, because we're kind of actually, our hope was that the week this episode comes out, we were kind of like, could Opalite come out like
Oh, yeah.
the 13th?
That's right.
Well, 13th for Valentine's Day?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Manifesting right now.
I feel like if we make this and we say that,
it'll happen.
It will
for
happen
sure.
because, you know, that's just what happens when we record early.
Yeah.
I thought this was fun. I didn't realize this. In 2022, The Man was featured in the official Record Store Day compilation album Portraits of Her. And it was a really special edition. It was a 16-track limited edition vinyl album that featured tracks donated by groundbreaking female artists. And the sales of the album benefited, it's called We Are Moving the Needle, which is a nonprofit organization that supports female recording industry professionals.
Wow.
So yeah,
I had no
they just
idea.
like donated songs to like be put on this album, and then all of the money went towards this.
That's
like
cool.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really cool. And then as part of that, on April 23rd, 2022, the 15th anniversary of a global celebration of the independent record stores, Taylor was actually named the global ambassador of the whole like occasion. So I had like did not know any of that. So I thought it was kind of cool. Okay, so the Lover Secret Session was part of iHeartRadio.
Okay.
And she said this quote about The Man. She said, "This is a song that I've wanted to write for a very long time, but never knew exactly how to. I often think about what my career and the headlines about it would have been like if I had been a man instead of a woman. Not what would I do differently, but if I had the same accomplishments, the same mistakes, the same dating history, the same statements, what would have been different? So The Man is about what would have been if I had been a dude and my approximations of it." Oh, it just like fires me up.
It does.
It absolutely. When I really listen to The Man, and like, I don't know, you know, there's like, you're listening, you're like, oh, it's so fun, like I'm bopping around, and then you like really
you're
listen.
like intentionally,
yeah, and you're just like,
listening.
oh, I'm just so fired up about society sometimes. Anyway, I love that, so I thought it was fun.
Yeah,
and I'm sure she has thought about that for a while. I think especially during 1989 era, like we were talking about,
for
she
sure.
had so much hate around, especially her dating life.
Yeah,
and like she just couldn't do anything right, which then led into the Reputation era where she really couldn't do anything right.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway. So this is kind of fun. So in outtakes from an interview with Billboard in December of 2019, Taylor said that she wrote the song not only from her personal experience, but also hearing about the general expectations of women working across all parts of the music industry, which I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But it's cool that she like took little bits and pieces from like what other people have said. And she said, "We women have to curate and cater everything, but we have to make it look like an accident. Because if we make a mistake, that's our fault. But if we strategize so that we won't make a mistake, we're calculating." Just like, yep. Like,
it's exhausting.
It's just like, oh, it's so good. She's so good about knowing what to say in regards to all this stuff. This is another one that has a music video.
Mm-hmm.
We're like talking. We're like, how do we not talk about this music video? Like, it's so iconic.
I know.
Anyway, so definitely let us know which ones we should do, and maybe we should just do all of them. But so much content. So
I feel like we have to do The Man, mostly because we have to talk about karma.
I mean, we're always here to talk about karma.
We have to talk.
Always.
I really do, though. I feel like the Man wall.
Yeah,
is so important.
It is.
Like, we have to do that one.
I'm here for it. Let's do it. Okay.
There's so much lore to that video.
There really is. There is.
Easter egg. I mean, it's just.
I agree. I agree. So on February 25th of 2020, Taylor announced via her social media accounts that the music video would be released in 2 days. The video is actually directed by her, which is so fun. It actually made that her first official solo directorial debut.
Oh,
Kind of fun.
what a fun
Yeah.
one for that to be.
I know.
And we're
For
coming
her.
up on the anniversary of it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's fun.
That would be fun. Maybe we throw it around that week.
Oh, yeah. We should try to do the music video.
Okay, we're absolutely doing this. Perfect. Okay, cool.
Made. Hopefully you wanted that one.
They're all like, no, me but that. So Taylor actually answered fan questions the hour before the music video premiered on YouTube on February 27th. And she stated that the entire preparation for the music video, including like planning meetings, creating mood boards, scouting locations, costumes, set design, all of that took several months. And she also confirmed that there would be many of her Easter eggs in the video, which, I mean, you just talked about. You're like, there's a lot.
Yeah.
So she said this quote about it. She said, with the Man music video, I wanted to show a heightened reaction of how the world reacts to someone who's male, hot, rich, young, and cocky. I wanted to show how there's immediate approval and benefit of the doubt given in a ridiculous way.
Mm-hmm.
And that is really the perfect way to describe the music video.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what she did.
Yeah.
So good. Okay, this is one of my other most favorite facts that I've ever learned about this song. Actually, about any Taylor song.
Do you think this is something I know or don't know?
I actually shared about this on the Zoom call.
Okay.
I think it was the Zoom call. It may have been the Patreon episode. That we just had. Okay. Yeah. I think it was the Zoom call though. So in March of 2020, a British politician, Liz Truss, the Secretary of State for International Trade and Minister for Women and Equalities of the United Kingdom, I just love this, quoted the Man music video, or not music video, the Man lyrics in like a special International Women's Day debate in the British Parliament. Like, that is so iconic.
So iconic.
So iconic. I love it. So this is what she says. She said, and so that, in the words of the brilliant Taylor Swift in her new song, women are left running as fast as they can, wondering if they'd get there quicker if they were a man.
Perfection.
I'm just like, oh, I love it.
I love that.
It's so cool. Like, are you serious? Somebody is quoting Taylor Swift lyrics in British Parliament? I'm obsessed. I'm mic drop. And that is a mic drop.
Absolutely.
I love it. All right, we're going to take a quick ad break to talk about today's podcast sponsors. Our first one is Just Ingredients.
Yes. And I was so excited to talk about Just Ingredients today because, well, for one, they just came out with a new pre-workout.
Oh,
with Lindsay Arnold. Did you see that?
That's cool. I did not see that.
Yeah. And so we love Lindsay Arnold. Yes. And if you don't know, she was a Dancing with the Stars pro. Riley Arnold, who is currently a Dancing with the Stars pro, is her sister. They're from Utah. So it's just like a fun thing. So she did a collab with Just Ingredients for a pre-workout, and it's a strawberry colada, which is also like one of my favorite fruity combos. And so I kind of want to try it.
Oh.
So they came out with that, but then also whenever we talk about Just Ingredients, a lot of times I talk about their supplements. Yeah. And I'm gonna scream it from the rooftops today because I have been really bad with taking my supplements. It's been really roller coastery for me. Like I'll do really good for a week and then I'll do really bad for 2 weeks.
Oh.
Because with supplements, you're like, is it actually helping?
Working.
Like, does it do anything? And I can tell you with 100% certainty that the weeks I am taking them, I feel really good mentally. My energy, my tiredness, my sleep, literally all of those will either be great or horrible. And it's all I can see a pattern with taking the supplements. So they have a ton of supplements, and obviously you should look at what they have, see like kind of what you're personally needing. The ones that I take that I actually feel like could generally work for most people. Like most people probably need these things. I take their iron. I take their adrenal support, which I've talked a lot about. It helps with anxiety, brain fog, energy. And then I also take their vitamin D. Ooh. And then I have their magnesium as well.
Okay.
And I don't take that one like every day, but I actually haven't taken it. I've been really bad at taking that one because I was like taking it at night, which I'm like, if I have to take it at a separate time of the day, then I forget. But anyways, that one helps with sleep too. Okay. And so I am a huge proponent, like testimonial of taking your supplements. They really do help. It's not fake.
Yeah.
And they have so many and they're really great. So
That's awesome. I'll have to
definitely
look
check them
into
out.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can use code TTN10 for 10% off your order at justingredients.us.
Yes. Okay. Our other podcast sponsor today is Get Out Pass.
Yes. So Get Out Pass is incredible because you just find whatever state, or some of the states have like specific to different cities, and you buy one pass. It's good for the whole year, and it basically just gets you tons of discounts, or most of them are free entry into a lot of different places. So I love it because local to Utah, you get to go to Lagoon every year just on the pass, which is so fun. So I get to take my kids there every year. You can do skiing, bowling, movies, concerts, lots of sporting events. My kids love it because they have a ton of different like little kid play places on there too. And so it's like, yeah, like I'm not going to spend it is crazy
It's so expensive.
how expensive it's getting.
It's so
I'm
bad.
like, my 5-year-old is going to spend $18 to come play here
For
for
like an hour.
Like, I'm sorry, no.
Yeah.
So it's so nice that I just like have the pass. We just all get in for free. Then I feel like we're trying new things. They get to like experience new play places. And yeah, it's been really, really fun. So definitely check it out. They have them mostly across the entire United States.
Yes. And so we have a discount code with them. It's TTM podcast, and it varies, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah, it depends.
so you have to kind of look into it. Sometimes it's like $10 off your pass or 10% off your pass. It can vary. So if you want an extra discount on your Get Out Pass, use code TTM podcast at getoutpass.com.
Perfect.
Okay. We are hitting up track 5, iconic track 5.
Track 5.
And
how do you feel about this
yeah,
track 5?
I think Carly and I have similar feelings that this is one of our bottom. I'm not going to say least favorite, even though
I actually think it is my least favorite track 5.
Your very least favorite.
I think so.
That is an episode we are planning to do sometime. Is we are
our least favorite track 5?
No,
I'm just kidding. Let's
ranking,
just talk about our least favorite
ranking our track.
Actually, funny. Let's just spend an hour talking about our least favorite stuff
and why
on
we
Taylor
don't
Swift.
like them.
You ready
I mean,
for
I
mine?
do. Someone recently asked me, like, do you know all the lyrics to all of her songs?
Yeah.
And I said, I know most of the lyrics to most of her songs.
Yeah.
Even
though I don't like
because I do. I'm a huge Swiftie.
Yeah.
I love her. I have songs for hers. I just straight up don't care for her.
Well, I was just going to be like...
And I still know the lyrics to them.
Well, that's why I was going to be like, all right, I'm ready for this episode. I'd like to start out with Clean. Let's discuss why it is a terrible Taylor Swift song. I'm just kidding. It's not a terrible Taylor Swift song. I just don't like it. It's a joke. Don't come for us. Anyway, The Archer.
The Archer. But I will say, I've gained more appreciation for the song since researching it when we talked about Joe. I've gained more appreciation for it since it was performed on the Eras Tour. And just like understanding more of what it's about, I think helps for sure, but it's still for sure one that I don't reach for.
Yeah.
If it comes on, I might skip it. I might not.
Yeah,
depends on my mood, but like I definitely don't just reach for it.
Yeah.
But it's still a great song nonetheless. Impressive by Taylor.
Yes.
And I think one of our favorite things we like to say about songs we don't like connect to or love is we say we love it for Taylor.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
It's a great, like, if this is how she feels, then this is like whatever, you know, like it's a great song for Taylor.
Absolutely.
I also am curious to learn more about it because I haven't ever dealt with anxiety much until like the last year. So maybe I will connect to it more than I have.
You're like, okay, maybe. It might just be one that I need to,
because there's a lot of people that
love it,
and they were so sad when it left the set list for the Eras Tour. So,
all right, let's get into it.
We're
Give
coming
me some
in
facts.
with an open mind.
Okay, I'm ready.
So The Archer track 5 was written and produced by Taylor and Jack Antonoff. I should say Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff, not Taylor and Jack Antonoff.
That's so funny. I didn't realize what you had meant until
you guys know, but for some reason when it came out of my mouth, I'm like, that sounds really weird.
Taylor Antonoff. Could you
Sounds
imagine
wrong.
if they had gotten married?
It is praised for its lyrics expressing vulnerability, and the song introspects Taylor's insecurities, anxiety, and existential crisis. And it was released as the only promotional single from the album in July of 2019. We talked about that last week. Do you know why?
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I learned that when researching, and it's so interesting. Okay, I don't have that till later, but I'll skip ahead and talk about it now. So, fun fact. On July 22nd of 2019, the 5th track of the album was revealed to be a song entitled The Archer through an accidental leak this is like an official accidental leak, not like someone leaked a file. Through an accidental leak in the pre-order track list of the album on Apple Music.
Wait, I think I remember this.
I do not.
I actually feel like, oh man, I wish I could go back. Like, I want to say it popped up.
Yeah.
Like, because I pre-ordered the album.
Yeah.
I buy them.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it just like showed up.
Yeah, because usually before, like when you pre-save or when you can go, it just says track 1 through 18. And if a single is out, it will list the track. Wow. But it was accidentally leaked by Apple on the track list. Like, how does that happen? Isn't it crazy?
I would be so upset.
I know. So that
like,
is
it's
why.
One thing for some like idiot in their basement to like hack stuff.
It is interesting to me though.
Like that.
Like, I am curious about like the thought process, because it's like it's one thing for like, the title to be accidentally leaked.
Yeah.
But like, why would that be a reason to like, oh my gosh, now we got to hurry and release the song? Especially when it wasn't that far out from the album being released anyway.
Yeah, interesting.
Like, it's interesting that they're like,
so it was like the track title.
I think just the track.
And then the next day they were like, okay, fine, everybody can hear it.
Yeah. The 5th track on the album was revealed to be a song entitled The Archer. Like, the actual song wasn't leaked.
I wonder if Taylor was just like, I don't like the vibe of this. Like, I don't like that one track list has gotten out there. Let's just release
maybe they wanted to like ride the hype train of like everyone's like, oh my gosh, this song, and then like, okay, just give it to him. I don't know, just very interesting.
That is
I did not remember that whatsoever, so I thought that was kind of fun. Let's see, where was I? So this song was written within 2 hours.
Oh my gosh,
isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah. And the imagery of the archer is a connection to Taylor's zodiac sign, Sagittarius, which Carly and I are open to. We are honest about that we are not that into zodiac signs. So if we ever sound silly when we're talking about those,
it's funny though, because
we apologize. Yeah, it is.
I'm like, hey, wait, maybe I should like this song more. That's my zodiac sign.
Don't make fun of us if we sound silly when we talk about zodiac signs.
Yeah, we're not.
But it so she described the song as darker and more introspective than preceding singles. It showcases a more vulnerable and confessional side of her, as it features her as both hunter and hunted. And when she performed the song on BBC Radio 1, she gave like an in-depth explanation on it. So she said, maybe in our lives, if we've been let down or things haven't turned out the way that we wanted to in relationships, oftentimes we can kind of have this phantom fear of tragedy where you're like, if you ever find something really great or a situation that's solid or a situation where your trust isn't being broken, sometimes you have to deal with your demons from all those times that it didn't work. Yeah. This one hits home for me.
I was like, oh.
You have to stop yourself from thinking the worst is always going to happen. And this is a song that touches on anxiety and how to break patterns and cycles that aren't healthy, because we learn a lot in life. Some of the lessons are good and some of the habits are good and some of the habits are bad. So it's a song about having to unlearn some bad lessons that you learned in the past. So yeah, this is now my favorite song.
Yes, just kidding. This is like my number one favorite Taylor Swift song.
My favorite Taylor Swift song. No, it is funny because like when I was doing the research, and I think you understand this too, but it's funny as for us doing the podcast, we do this research, we type all this stuff up. It is wild how much it feels so different or connects different when we read it out loud on the podcast versus putting it in our document.
Oh, absolutely.
And that I remember when I put that in there, I was like, wow, that really hits on the nail on the head for me. And then reading it out loud, I'm just like, wow, like I relate to that so much. But yeah,
I want to go back and like re-listen. Like when I get in the car to go home, that's what I'm going to do.
I know.
This
and
is going to be the first.
I love the podcast. Like, because it does that. I'm like, wait, I got to go listen to that again. Because you always gain a new appreciation.
That this song was coming from like a place of anxiety and relationships. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, this is normal, great, whatever. Cool. Like, okay. But I don't know. The way she said all of that, it's really interesting. I want to re-listen.
So another fun fact, I'm like, I need, because I don't listen to this song that often, so I don't feel like crazy familiar with it. Do I know all the lyrics? Pretty sure. But like, when I read this, I was like, am I supposed to know this? Taylor interpolates lyrics from the nursery rhyme Humpty Dumpty to describe her emotional anguish.
So what am I forgetting? Read that, I was like, what? I saw that. I was like, I am so confused. But it's all the king's horses.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes.
Because as soon as that part, I was like, oh, okay. But when I first saw that,
it's just like funny.
Interpolates lyrics from Humpty Dumpty? Like, what?
I mean, that goes to show how well she did it.
Yeah, she
because
just,
you're like, there's
she
has Humpty Dumpty in there. And you're like, actually, yeah, she does.
She's just like, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall.
And that would be got so shot by the archer. Anyways, it describes her emotional anguish, then brings it all back to how her life has been marked by betrayal. And I already shared the other fun fact. The archer was described as, I also already read that one. Here's another quote. I didn't realize I was doing this, but as I was making albums, I guess I was just kind of putting a very vulnerable, personal, honest, emotional song on track 5. Because you notice this, I started to put the songs that were really honest, emotional, vulnerable, and personal as track 5. So that has definitely happened in the case of track 5 for the album Lover. Live performances, she did perform this at the City of Lover in Paris, which it is so hard for me to call it City of Lover.
I know.
It is Lover Live in Paris.
I know.
To me.
No, it's true. Yeah.
It was always called City of Lover. Anyway, it's just funny. That's like what the vinyls are called. Do we still have an extra? I can't remember. We might still have an extra Lover Live from Paris vinyl. Maybe we'll give it away during this.
We should. That's a good idea.
Series. And then it was on the Eras tour set list through May of 2024. And then after that, in Amsterdam, it was played as a surprise song with a mashup with Question.
Oh,
on the
I don't
piano.
remember that one.
Yeah. And then surprise, surprise, it was played in London as a surprise song, The Archer with You're on Your Own Kid.
That tracks.
You're on Your Own Kid is just a nice little side dish to a lot of songs.
Like all of them.
But honestly, that is a pretty good combo.
Yeah, no, I absolutely think it is.
Yeah. It debuted at number 69 on the Billboard Hot 100 and peaked at number 38. Which actually, we've been saying, that seems low. I'm like, 38 seems kind of high for The Archer.
Well, like, there's a couple others that were in the, like, 60s that I was like, yeah, really?
I know.
But maybe it's just because I don't care for The Archer as much.
Yeah.
But it just, I'm like, that's high.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're each doing one more, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So number 6 is I Think He Knows.
Oh,
this one's so good.
I love this song.
Yes.
I was listening to it before we recorded and I'm like, I forget. It's so good.
Yes. So I thought this was kind of fun. Taylor actually teases the song I Think He Knows in the music video for You Need to Calm Down during a scene where the camera shows the entrance of the neighborhood and it had the street sign that says 16th Avenue.
Yeah. This is another reason why I think it would be fun to do music video deep dives for all the lead singles.
Yeah.
Because
There were so
many Easter eggs for the coming album.
Yes.
It's just so
Yes.
fun.
I know. And it's like, I forget about those.
Yeah.
They're so fun. So this is what Taylor said about the song. She said, basically, I was playing around with the idea of quiet confidence. There's something so sick about quiet confidence. Somebody who, they're not arrogant, they're not cocky, like that's obnoxious. But there are certain people who just walk in and they don't need to be arrogant because there's something beaming from within them that they are probably aren't even in control of. And when you meet a person like this, you're like, why do I want to walk over there and talk to that person? I can't explain it, but I think it's this quality. It can be a really shy person. It's not like you got to be loud. Some people just seem like they know who they are. They don't need to brag about it. And I think that's such an interesting quality because I can't really explain it. And I wrote a song about that. I mentioned a street called 16th Avenue, and that's a street in Nashville where I used to write songs. The songwriting/publishing houses are on that street. So if you're wondering if I just picked a random number, I didn't. Does she ever? No, Taylor, I never thought.
Ever. She's
Never
like,
thought,
let
yeah.
me prove myself. We're
Yeah.
like, we believe you, girl.
I know.
I don't know why, when you read that whole quote,
Yeah.
I don't know why it reminded me so much of the song Gorgeous.
Oh, I agree with that.
Do you feel like those seem like sister songs in that explanation?
Yes.
Of that? Okay.
Because the whole time I'm like, I feel like this is how she talks about Joe in certain
Yeah.
songs, which
Yeah.
I think in Gorgeous is one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, now I want to like re-listen to Gorgeous and this one.
Yeah, that would
and like see the way that she talks.
That would have
about
been
him.
a fun mashup.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my gosh. I am dead. I literally,
this is so funny.
I am so sorry that I screamed into the microphone for everybody who's listening.
We both looked ahead, and she did that mashup.
Which is so funny because I even like wrote this down. But I mean, we went through every single song. Like I had forgotten which ones were. You're like legit crying. This is incredible.
I have tears. This is so funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I am just genuinely shocked at how
how that played out.
When you read that, it really reminded.
Well, and the fact that you were like, surprise song mashup. Gorgeous. That would have been cool.
Well, because you said you're like, I want to go in the car. I want to listen to them both together. And I'm like, what a fun mashup. Me and Taylor's have to have similar brains. Just
look at that. That's what you know, though.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Yep, that is so funny. Let's talk about that really quick. So on the Eras tour, she performed the song as a mashup with Gorgeous. And then that was on May 17th. And then on August 3rd, she also paired it with Today Was a Fairy Tale, which is kind of fun.
That's kind of I would never think of that combo. I would clearly think of the other combo.
Clearly. At one point she said, this is a song that I have never played live before. It's a song that was just so fun to make. I remember being in the studio with Jack and just bopping to that one. It's from Lover and it's called I Think He Knows. And that was the first time she played it on the Eras tour.
I feel like the way I feel when I listen to I Think He Knows and how it's just a vibe and a bop is how I feel about the song Honey. Like I feel like they're very similar in that.
I totally agree with that. Yes. And then this song peaked at number 51 on the Billboard Hot 100. Honestly, not high enough. Not high enough.
The Archer was higher. Peaked higher. 38.
Like, I think he knows. It's such a good song.
So good. It's so good.
How did people not realize that in 2019?
Seriously. Come on, people. There's still time. It could peak again.
Yeah. Let's bring it back.
Let's pull a Cruel Summer. Let's
7 years later?
Yeah. Let's get it. Let's make this go viral. I Think He Knows higher than 51.
Can you imagine if anybody could do it, Swifties could do it.
Truly. And Swifties love a Swiftie cause and a Swiftie challenge.
Yep.
So let's do it.
Let's do it. Everybody go stream. I Think He Knows.
Oh my gosh. The power we think we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
For reals.
Okay, the last one we're going to talk about today, because we were originally going to do this in 2 parts, and we have way more to say than we thought we did.
Surprise.
Now it's going to be 3 parts. So we're going to end with track 7, Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince today. So this song, the meaning behind the song is, which this song is kind of, I don't know. I'll talk about the overall theme of it, but like we're not really diving into themes today, but like I just feel like it's kind of necessary for this one.
I agree.
It's a layered song in the meaning where it can either be interpreted as describing a high school romance or as Taylor's reasons for becoming politically vocal. And honestly, like it's not the way that that's worded is it can either be interpreted as one or the other, but actually what you'll hear when I read more about it is it's on purpose that way. You're gonna love this. I loved this. And this felt like new information to me. So Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince is a melodramatic protest song that employs a high school parable, homecoming imagery, and peppy cheerleader chants to present a metaphorical critique of the state of the U.S. politics during the Trump administration, the first Trump administration. Taylor wrote Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince a few months after the 2018 United States midterm elections. It mixes prom vibes with old school Americana vibes with a new age love story.
Ooh, that's a good way to describe it.
Taylor told Rolling Stone in 2019, there are so many influences that go into that particular song. I wrote it a couple months after midterm elections, and I wanted to take the idea of politics and pick a metaphorical place for that to exist. And so I was thinking about a traditional American high school where there's all these kinds of social events that could make someone feel completely alienated. And I think a lot of people in our political landscape are just feeling like we need to huddle up under the bleachers and figure out a plan to make things better. The timing of this could not be more wild, truly.
For real.
And this song is very political. We personally don't talk about politics on the podcast. If we do, maybe we do a little bit on like our subscriber episodes. So it's going to be interesting to like deep dive this song. But also like the time that we're doing this is kind of wild. Especially because we decided to do this before things got way crazy. But after an interview with Taylor at the beginning of 2020, Variety. Okay, this is the quote I'm like really excited to share with you. Variety's Chris Willman opined. I've never seen that word before. That the lyrics of Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince are a metaphor for how Taylor grew up as an unblinking patriot and has had to reluctantly leave behind her naivety in the age of Trump. In the ambient opening, Taylor sings about her disillusionment with the cultural climate of contemporary America. She proceeds with a high school imagery that recalls her early songs, while the high school imagery was bright and optimistic on songs such as You Belong With Me. Shout out to us. Just kidding. It is now a metaphor for a transition from the wide-eyed sophomore to the disaffected senior.
Oh, that's interesting.
And so it's kind of like a mixing of like me when I was young and naive and God bless America. I love I'm a patriot. Like I have all this, pride in my country. To growing up understanding like more about politics, paying attention more to like things that are important to you and realizing that like
taking your own stand.
It's not just sunshine and rainbows. It's not just 4th of July and fireworks. Like it's so much more complicated than that. And I thought that's really interesting.
Cool. That last part, it's a metaphor for a transition from the wide-eyed sophomore to the disaffected senior.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
And so the song's political tone has linked its subject largely to U.S. President Donald Trump. I don't know why I feel like I can't say his name. Like I'm like gonna get in trouble. I never talk about politics, so I'm like, this feels so uncomfortable.
Wait, what did you say, Jess? Let's just make you say it as many times as you can.
He who shall not be named. Taylor likes Harry Potter references, right?
Yeah, true.
Who Taylor has expressed distaste for. The Elvis Duran show after the album's release, she said, we're a democracy, at least we're supposed to be, where you're allowed to disagree, dissent, debate. I really think that Trump thinks this is an autocracy. Moving on from politics. Why? This will be good for me.
This will be good.
its live performances or the iconic Eras Tour opener.
Been a long time coming.
Literally, so perfect.
Yes.
So perfect.
So perfect.
And I don't know if this happened to you, but because Carly and I both went to the very first Eras Tour show. And after it was over, I remember talking to my friends and we were literally arguing over what the opening song was.
Oh.
Because, first of all, we had literally just experienced 3.5 hours of wildness.
Not that
taking it all in for the first time and having that, like, what was it called?
Not prepared for it.
The, like, concert amnesia.
Oh, yeah.
And being, like, unsure of what we just experienced. And, because when someone was like, no, she opened with Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, I think I was like, no, she didn't. Like, she opened with Cruel Summer. What are you talking about? And then going back and being like, oh my gosh, she did. Like, I totally forgot. Because it wasn't the full song.
I feel like it's even hard for me to say it still that, like, it's the opener. Because I don't know. It's just like Cruel Summer feels like the opener.
Yeah.
But, like, technically it's not.
Yeah. And it wasn't like she just sang it wasn't the full song of Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, but it still was like a decent portion. It's not like it was just, it's been a long time coming. And so, it's so funny how, like, there's just like that disconnect of like, which one was it?
Which one is it? Which one?
But yeah, and then so Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince ended up inspiring the title for the 2020 Netflix documentary Miss Americana, that talks about like Taylor's life and just kind of behind the scenes on that over a couple of years. And the song was used in the documentary's trailer. And we will probably do a whole episode on that documentary. Absolutely,
we will. All the things from Lover we'll talk about.
Yes.
So that wraps up part 1 of, I'm like, what do we call these? Everything to know about the songs from Lover, something like that. Part 1. Yeah. Whatever we call them. So fun. And I love how many, like you had mentioned, we get so many quotes from Taylor in this era. And I love that. I'm like, I want to know exactly what Taylor has told me about this.
Yes.
And I love that. Like, I love when you're like, when you get to know like what her favorite songs are, her favorite lyrics, what she says about this song. And
it's so funny too. Her favorite song, like, she can't pick a favorite from this album. She says, this song's my favorite. And then later she says, this song's my favorite. And then later she says, like, I think she changes it like 3 or 4 times. And we'll learn more about that in like the other episodes. It's so funny. Yes. Okay. So so the next couple weeks, some things to expect is we'll be doing parts 2 and 3 of this Everything You Need to Know About the Songs. We'll be finishing that up. We will now likely be doing the Man music video deep dive for the anniversary. So get excited.
It's going to be so good. Yes. So if you are not already following us on social media, you can find us on Instagram at typicaltuesdaynight.podcast. And then TikTok, it's at typicaltuesdaynight.pod. And then if you want to follow us on YouTube and watch our YouTube videos every single week, they are so much fun.
They are.
But you can find that at, you just search at Typical Tuesday Night Podcast. So yeah, and we will share like any of these. I'm going to go through and try and find any of the quotes that are her actually saying it. I'll try and find those. So it'll be fun to like post stuff like that so we can hear her saying it.
Yes. Okay, seriously, you guys are the best. We love you. Ain't that the worst thing you ever heard?
Bye, guys.
Bye.